The Santa Ana Police Department has a long tradition of excellence, innovation, and service to the city of Santa Ana. The department was the first official law enforcement agency in what is now Orange County, California, and it began when the community was very different from what it is today. When William H. Spurgeon founded the city of Santa Ana in 1869, local townspeople were appointed as constables. They used the cellar of a local dry goods store, known as Bruner's Basement, as their headquarters and jail. The Santa Ana Police Department was founded 17 years later in 1886. The town marshal at the time, Charles Peters, was appointed as the first chief of police. He and his 6 deputies reputedly spent most of their time dealing with drunks and bar fights. It wasn't until 1895, when Santa Ana was named county seat of the recently formed Orange County, that the department secured a permanent headquarters in the newly constructed $23,000 county jail building. Police officers of the time worked 7 days a week and wore heavy woolen uniforms, such as the one worn by Officer Wilson in this earliest known picture of a Santa Ana police officer. As Santa Ana grew and progressed, so did the department. Early in its history, the department began to establish its reputation as an innovative leader in law enforcement. In the 1920s, motorcycles were introduced for traffic duties, and by 1931, the department had hired the first woman police officer in Orange County. After the earthquake of 1933 damaged the original jail building, the department moved into the newly constructed Santa Ana City Hall, located at the corner of 3rd and Main Streets. Tragically, it was in this decade that we lost our first officer in the line of duty. Motor Officer Edwin R. Jensen died on March 3, 1931, of injuries received when he suffered an accident while in pursuit of a speeding motorist. The explosive growth that followed World War II also affected the department. The department grew so much that in 1961, it moved into a newly constructed $500,000 headquarters building located in the Santa Ana Civic Center area. The building was prominently featured in an episode of the 1961 television program, The Story of a Policeman, which highlighted the duties and responsibilities of then Chief Ed Allen.
Chief Allen came to Santa Ana in 1955 when the city had one of the worst solved crime rates in the nation. Today, its police department serves as a model for communities all over the country.
Years ago on the force, when I worked out of back rooms and cubby holes, I made myself a promise. Someday I'd build a police department a man could respect. And that's what we've created here in Santa Ana.
However, by the late 1960s and early 1970s, civil unrest, crime, and blight were seriously impacting the downtown area and many neighborhoods in Santa Ana. Unfortunately, we lost another officer in the line of duty during this period. On June 4, 1969, Officer Nelson Sasser was ambushed and murdered by members of the Black Panther Party. Sasser Park, on the corner of Ross Street and Santa Ana Boulevard, is named in his honor. In 1973, Ray Davis was appointed chief of police and brought his innovative style of leadership to Santa Ana. Termed community-oriented policing, Chief Davis encouraged higher education among his employees, the use of modern technology, and most importantly, partnering with the community to fight crime and improve the quality of life in Santa Ana. His methods were so effective that Santa Ana experienced a phenomenal reduction in crime during the first few years of his term. Once again, the Santa Ana Police Department became a national model for law enforcement. The department was highlighted in a series of news reports produced by WCAU-TV Channel 10 in Philadelphia.
Santa Ana, California, a community of 204,000 people, 28 square miles located south of Los Angeles. A city that sparked a lot of curiosity and questions like, why has street violence been significantly reduced over the last 6 years? Why have representatives of more than 90 police departments from the U.S. and Canada arrived here to find out what's happening? The answer is simple. Santa Ana is probably one of America's foremost examples of how citizen police cooperation can eradicate our country's biggest social disease, crime in the streets.
But it was also in this period that we lost a third officer in the line of duty. On November 12, 1977, Officer Daniel A. Hale was shot and killed by two individuals he confronted while responding to a burglary in progress call. The community room at the Santa Ana Police Department is named in his honor. Paul M. Walters, who had joined the department in the 1970s as a patrol officer, was appointed chief of police in 1989. Early in his term, the department had to contend with a steady increase in gang and narcotic-related crime. To combat this situation, the department embarked on an ambitious hiring program to increase the number of police officers and support personnel. The department also began a series of large-scale investigations and enforcement activities designed to break the back of gangs in Santa Ana. The first of these major programs, Operation Roundup in September 1993, targeted members of the 6th Street Gang, then the most vicious gang in Santa Ana.
Police say they've broken the back of one of Santa Ana's most notoriously violent gangs. A 5-month investigation has resulted in the arrests of more than 100 gang members. It all happened yesterday. OCN's Nick Barris has more on the police sting called Operation Roundup, the largest police investigation in Santa Ana's history.
These efforts proved successful, and Santa Ana experienced a pronounced drop in crime after a few years.
The city of Santa Ana has acquired a new title likely no one ever expected. It has been named the 25th safest city in the U.S. OCN's Bruce Manning reports that many people sense major improvement in that Orange County city.
Another significant achievement of the 1990s was the construction of the police administrative and jail facility. Built on the site of a former parking lot, this modern and spacious facility is finished in natural materials and features open work areas and 2 large atriums that let in natural light. It is considered one of the finest police department headquarters in the country. The 4th Santa Ana officer to die in the line of duty, Sergeant John Aguilar, died on June 30th, 1998, of acute myeloid leukemia, caused by repeated exposure to toxic chemicals during illegal drug lab seizures he participated in while an officer at another agency. Sergeant Aguilar was a Santa Ana native who had lent his name and image to a recruitment campaign. Into the 21st century, the Santa Ana Police Department continues its leadership role in Orange County law enforcement. In February 2018, David Valentin was officially appointed as the 21st Chief of Police. A native of Santa Ana and a graduate of Saddleback High School, Chief Valentin joined the department in 1990 and rose through the ranks. From 2009 to 2013, He also served as chief of the Santa Ana School District Police. Under his motto of one team, one mission, the men and women of today's Santa Ana Police Department honor the traditions, dedication, and sacrifice of those who came before them by their commitment to quality service and security with fairness and justice to all people.